Hello, my name is Candice Bowes, and I'm a teacher, an author, and an instructional designer. I spent many years in the classroom and in the cafeteria eating breakfast, lunch, and snacks with my students. Many of them had excellent table manners, but many, unfortunately, did not. It's a delicate subject, but one that needs to be addressed to help make eating together a pleasant experience for everyone. In this video, I'll be sharing some ideas for teaching, reviewing, and rewarding proper table manners with your students. Let's get started. One mistake teachers sometimes make is assuming that their kids already know about this topic. We take them to the cafeteria, let them get their food, and then turn them loose to sit at the table and eat. With some kids that may be fine, but not all kids have had direct instruction on how to eat politely. So don't assume that they know, and you won't be surprised when you find out that some of them actually don't. We also need to bear in mind that different cultures have different rules for what is considered to be polite eating, so tread lightly while teaching effectively. One surefire way to get your students' attention with this topic is to do a demonstration. Team up with another teacher or two and do what I call a diners and slimers presentation. The diners model proper table manners such as chewing with their lips closed, not talking with food in their mouths, using a napkin, speaking quietly, and otherwise eating politely. The slimers demonstrate just the opposite. They chew with their lips open, talk loudly, make messes, and behave rudely with their food. You can really have some fun with this, but doing it really sets up the conversation you can have with your students about the differences they see in the two approaches to eating and how they feel when watching them. Another suggestion to do with your class, perhaps after the diners and slimers demonstration, is to have them brainstorm as many table manners as they can think of and list them on the board or screen. This will give you an idea of what they know and where they might need some support and instruction. A great way to bring up many do's and don'ts with table manners is to read them my book, Don't Be a Dork, Eat with a Fork. It is written in funny rhymes and uses silly pictures to make the point about each behavior discussed. Let's take a look inside. The book begins by discussing why we have table manners and how they make eating together more pleasant for everyone. It goes on to talk about using a fork, a knife, and a spoon properly, and then proceeds to discuss things like not taking more than your fair share, waiting until food is passed to you, using a napkin, chewing with your lips closed, and many more table manners such as not burping, slurping, squirming, or double dipping. There's also a reproducible quiz and a table manners award at the end you can use with your class. These are included in my book and are available separately on my website. I've also created a slideshow version of the quiz. It's available on my website too and includes 12 question slides you can show your class as you review and discuss the do's and don'ts of proper table manners. Also available on my website is a simplified, easy reader student version of my book. It makes a great resource in a small group reading setting while serving as a reminder of what good table manners you've been working on. Just go to startwithastory.net and order your copies of these resources today. The book makes a great addition to your classroom library, and they all can be used year after year with your students. Once you've read the book and given the quiz, be on the lookout for students using good table manners. Reward them with verbal acknowledgments, mentioning specifically what they did well. Avoid calling attention to unwanted or impolite behaviors in front of other students. Handle such matters privately, one-on-one with the student who needs a reminder of what the appropriate behavior is. Early on in the school year, or anytime you feel a refresher is needed, it may be a good idea to model and review using empty cafeteria trays or paper plates, napkins, cups, and plastic utensils. Especially with very young children, take them to the cafeteria and walk them through the process of getting their tray, their utensils, and their food. Have them practice putting a napkin in their lap, using it every few bites, chewing with their lips closed, and speaking softly. This would be an opportunity to review procedures for dumping trays, asking to be excused, or whatever practices your school has in place. Maybe before your first class party, review your expectations for proper table manners. Include packed lunches in your discussion as well. You know what they say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. You can also let students make table manners posters to display in the cafeteria. This could be a school-wide effort with far-reaching results. Another strategy is to let them nominate each other for Neater Eater recognition. Whether it's a sign on the wall or some other visual reward, it can be very effective for positively reinforcing desired behavior. Perhaps the Neater Eaters could even be invited to have lunch with the principal or some other VIP. You could also have an adult play Miss or Mr. Manners in the cafeteria. They could even dress up if they wanted to. Let them award students who are using good table manners with these Neater Eater award cards, available for free on my website. Of course, we don't need to make this overly stressful or demand exact perfection with it. The idea is to make eating together pleasant and peaceful. Children are more likely to have success with this when only a few selected table manners are focused on. You could decide on these as a class and set a goal to master them together. Very young children could likely handle one or two rules, such as chewing with lips closed and using a napkin. Older kids can add more as you feel they're ready. The important thing is to be consistent and to reinforce the positive. As with most any topic we teach to our kids, patience and practice are the keys to success with this concept. Happy dining to you and your students. I hope you found this video helpful and that you'll check out my other videos that help teachers teach kids about math topics, language arts concepts, and life skills. I hope you like and subscribe to my channel, and I invite you to follow me on Facebook and to visit my website, startwithastory.net, so you can check out all my books and resources for teaching kids. I'm Candice Bowes. Thank you for watching.